Psalm 23 is basically a Google Maps journey where it shows you point A, point B, and then it shows you the route from point A to point B. So point A is verse 1, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. It's the point where you make God your shepherd and allow him to lead you and allow yourself to follow him in sheep-like obedience to him. And because you're submitted to the leadership of the shepherd on whatever journey he takes you on, you shall not want. And then he proceeds to show us the journey that the shepherd will take us on. Point B is what's described from verses 2 to 3. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. It's the point of calm and freedom from anxiety, which is what the what the soul is being restored to, because you lack nothing and you have everything you need, just as the sheep in the green pastures and the waters has everything it needs. It's the same idea Jesus spoke of in Matthew 11:28 to 30. If you're weary and burdened by the pressures and circumstances of life which are causing you to be anxious about whether you actually will have everything you need, you just come to Jesus and you'll find what? Rest. And you'll find rest for your soul, just as your soul is restored to a position of rest, lying down in comfortable green pastures and still waters as a sheep in Psalm 23, 2 to 3. And then there's the journey in between point A and point B, which is the paths of righteousness. That's how you get from initially making God your shepherd to the position where you have everything you need and are free from anxiety. But then there appears to be a problem, right? Because on the journey from A to B, the path of righteousness, there's a valley called the valley of the shadow of death. And it's circumstances which make it appear that we won't get to point B. But we can be certain that we will get there because of the identity of the shepherd, because of his corrective and protective guidance, his rod and his staff, which are leading us through the valley of the shadow of death on the paths of righteousness to point B. And from behind, goodness and mercy are hunting us down all the days of our life. In Hebrew, it's like it's chasing us down and right on our tails. So we know that God's goodness and mercy are always right behind us and he is leading in front of us. So we need not fear evil and its ability to stop us from reaching point B, the position of rest, freedom from anxiety, but we'll have everything we need. So